What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with Pressure Wash Help, King of Pressure Washing. What up? So, tonight we're going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about anything other than it is going to be Christmas. And if you have any questions, I will answer it. I do have some stuff I might talk about. I do have the link here. Also, put the link over in the comment section that I am going to give some stuff away at the end of this. I'll give a couple books away, maybe a pressure washing gun. Down, I don't know what I'll give away. I'll give stuff away on this one here. But what is going on? So this week I have Arlen in Cincinnati here. How you doing? This week I have been talking to people that has been doing Christmas lights and kind of getting the year-end numbers, and it's a lot of fun hearing those numbers and seeing, some people being very successful, some people being, they're successful but wish they did more. Some people crushing their goals, and so that's what we'll talk on here is, talking about our goals and crushing them and giving stuff away. So if you want to do that, you can go up there. We got Zenny. How you doing? And I guess the next, I'll ask this question here of is what, if you could wish for anything, what do you want to get for Christmas? Hey, Andrew, I haven't talked to you yet, but I am planning on being in your area or real close to your area the week of January 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. I know we'll have soccer games in the morning, but I would love to do dinner with you and your wife, with my wife and my kids. So if you're up for that, we'll definitely get up there. I may try to do something. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we'll definitely want to do something there. We got Jarrett. Merry Christmas. The screen is black. Oh no. Oh no. I finished slightly in the red. My equipment is paid off, so next year is looking good. That's awesome. 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 That's very cool. Merry Christmas. How you doing, Michael? Again, if you go to King of Pressure Washing, I am going to give a couple books away. I'm going to give a couple pressure washing stuff away. So definitely go check that out, and that way you can get entered in there to get that. Finished up my soft wash system. What kind of soft wash system did you do, Jared? Did you just do the 5 gallon a minute, or did you do the 7 gallon a minute? The screen is up. Hello, Miss Pink. How are you doing? Ordinance officer gave me crap about signs. Don't know why it bugged me so much, but it did. Got a grip, and I'm attacking that area with digital marketing and visiting businesses, all in the business town, all in the business in town. Hey, that's one way to do it. I know some other people that, I know people do well with signs. I know people that struggle with, the ordinance guy. I was talking to one guy, and he's right at $200,000. And I was like, well, how much you do in signs? And he said 40 to 60% with signs. So, signs are important. You got the 5.5. Nicely done. Signs definitely can help you doing that. Trying to decide between gas and air. The 12 volt just can't hit the large houses. I do. That's a good one. I've had both. Both have their pros and cons. The air. Obviously, you have to have an air compressor to run it. So that's going to be added cost. The gas, it I had more issues out of my gas than I did of any other thing. Because if you get an air leak, if something blows, you blow stuff everywhere, and the plastic and the bleach don't like each other very well. So that's the only thing I would say about that. I would still have a backup of a 12 volt, because if you break something on either one of the two, which I did, the air wouldn't. I had issues with the air and I had issues with the gas. Um, I mean, I like the gas. I know it can flow a lot, but some of the issues that when you're flowing that much is then you're wasting a lot. So then that's the other issue you run into. So you're kind of like, you're putting a lot out for a gas pump, um, where you're going to have a lot of waste and a lot of runoff. Versus a 12 volt or even an air, because an air I can adjust way down, and a gas pump, you're either pretty much wide open or you're going to be shut. Same way with 12 volt, but an air, you can crack it and it ain't going to hurt the air pump because it's just going to flow whatever it needs. So that's the one advantage of doing an air system. So just some things to think about. Like I say, with an air compressor, you got to make sure the air compressor is big enough to run the pump. You got to make sure it's got enough CFM so it can keep up with it. Otherwise, you're going to be letting air compressor build up and then starting shooting again. Just some thoughts on that. I mean, either way you go, you're $2,000 almost at that point. So, and you might even be a little bit more for air. Did you ever end up selling that pressure washing unit you made a few months ago back for video purposes? I haven't. I've got like 3 people interested in it now, and nobody's pulled the trigger on it at all yet. I'm trying to, once Christmas is over, and we get some of this crap out of my garage, I'm going to start trying to do some more videos on it. And so until it sells, it is a good rig. Very nice rig. Slide right in the back of a pickup truck. 8 gallon a minute. Everything. Signs kick butt for me. Those money bushes are blooming here in Florida. I love it. Moneybushes.com. That's awesome. Innocent until proven guilty. I didn't put any of those signs up. How strange. Yeah. I need to get with you sometime and see about video filming some stuff. My Mr. Jimmy Hall has that 12 volt that can hit way up, and it's about $1,500. Sorry I'm late. I'm out Christmas shopping. If you have a pressure washer inside the garage, at what temperature should I worry about having to winterize it? You said 100 times. If you're inside the garage, most of the time, I know, like, it depends on where you're located too. So like, trying to think of his name, Al from Dayton, Ohio, he puts his in his garage, and he don't ever put it, he might put a heater on it when it gets down to like 0, as long as it's in the garage. Amazon sells some things that you could put in there that will alert your phone saying it's getting colder than that. But even like my garage, when it gets real cold out, I mean, it's got an insulated door now, so that could be a factor, but it's not getting below freezing in the garage. So as long as it don't go below 32 in the garage, you're fine at the end of the day. Keeping the 12 volt as the backup. Let's see. Longer pole for the 12 volt reach the extra hands. That is true. How big of a ladder would you recommend for down here? I like the 38 or the 28 foot. That's the ladder that I would choose, because that'll get you on any 2 stories. Sometimes if you got a 24 foot, you can't get on all 2 stories. Headed down after the holidays. When is the right time to go ahead and get a good trailer rig? Well, if you're buying it, you better get on order now, because a lot of these places are back ordered because they don't have everything, and everybody's buying rigs right now. Unless you buy my rig and it's all set up and ready to go. But I know a lot of people, I've seen Leon's got a bunch of stuff, motors and stuff, that he's got stuff sold and getting ready to go out the door. I'm sure all of them do. I'm sure they're all backed up right now. It's just a matter of time of trying to get, everything ready and get everything up and going. Uh, so that's that's kind of the thing there of that. Yeah, we can get something going. Awesome, Rob. My garage isn't even insulated, and it gives me a 6-degree buffer. Yeah, I live right by Louisville. Yeah, so you're up here with us. You're probably going to be fine. The only time I would worry about if it's as long as it's a garage off of a house. Now, if it's just a garage out in the middle of nowhere, then that's a different story. But if it's a garage attached to the house, because the house is going to leak heat into it, and then that's what I would. That's definitely did. We did 5 interviews today. That's fun. And did they all show up? That's amazing if you got 5 people to show up for interviews. That is amazing. I solved my 12-volt issues, especially in the wind with an 8-foot fleet wash lance. Added to the gun, not practical, but it works. Merry Christmas tree. I mean, when it is a good when is it a good ideal business wise? Once work gets booked weeks out. Also, you're basically saying you're starting a brand new business from scratch. When should you do it? Um, Obviously, you're not going to get it that fast. The equipment you're going to need, you would have to rent something if you're going to wait that long. If you don't have the money to invest in a rig right now, you would definitely need to, you're going to have to rent stuff or something along those lines to get it. Because if you wait till you get a week or two booked out, you're probably not going to get no equipment nowhere to be up and running that quick. So those are some things that you might want to think about. So you can be able to get started and get going. Any difference between the Doug Rucker and Gerald? That's like fighting words right there. Um, I know. I would say the Gerald Best would probably. I don't know. I'm not. I don't. To be honest, I know Gerald Vest kind of came up with the idea, and he's been working with it a lot. And I think I could be completely wrong on this because I haven't talked to either one of them. And so I know that Gerald has done quite well in the roof cleaning and kind of started to do that because that's kind of when Doug Rucker started getting that stuff is when him and Gerald were together. So I'm assuming, and you know what assuming does. Assuming again, I'm assuming that it was kind of Gerald's ideal. I could be completely wrong on that. And I don't want to say one way or the other, but looking at Gerald's rigs versus Doug's, I would almost think that Gerald's kind of changed it as it's come along. So I'm assuming that one is kind of the one I would probably go with. Again, I don't know what they are price wise or anything like that. The difference in them. All early, we vet well before interviews. Wow, that's amazing. Hi. Um, all I need is a few good technicians to grow my wish. Well, I was thinking about this. I was actually talking to a good friend of mine today. He has a sign business up in the north, up in Virginia. And he does Christmas light. He came to my Christmas light class. Last year he did 100,000 in Christmas lights. This year he did $200,000 in Christmas lights. And we was talking about this of hiring, how to find the right people, what things to look for. And this is one of those things that I am going to be talking. Actually, I take that back. Bobby is going to be doing a lot of talking at our in-person class. How to hire people, how to get them up the level. And so Bobby is going to be pushing that side of it. He's going to probably do about an hour to 2 hours on employee side of things also, not just so it will be a little advanced for the new person, but it is something that we are going to talk about and hit because we was talking about Donovan and sometimes he went through 30 employees to be able to find two. Now, do you think that that was 30 bad employees, or do you think he didn't put out the right stuff in the beginning? And that's what a lot of it comes down to. Or were they not the right fit? Because, sometimes that personality can overwhelm somebody. If you just assume that this person is going to be able to go out and just do it, well, that's probably not the case. And so those are some things that you kind of got to look at, weigh in, and do all that good stuff at the end. Actually, I did get some dates. I will be having another. So February 12th is the class for Florida. So with Bobby Walker. And then I'm going to be doing an advanced Christmas light class and a regular Christmas light class in March. And there will also be a pressure washing class there, and there will also be a landscape lighting class. So it'll be landscape lighting and advanced Christmas lights, and then it'll be pressure washing and Christmas lights 101. So it'll be 2 different weekends. I have the capital ready to go. Just want to know if I should just go ahead and get the full rig now or book more jobs. It depends on where you're at. If you're in a place that you can do jobs, then I would get it now so you can start learning. If you're in a place that it's like here and you're not going to do jobs till March or April, I would probably put some money into more advertising and get all of that going and get that up and ready to go, so you'll be ready to go. Making sure your Google My Business is good. Making sure you're working your LinkedIn right now. You're working your Facebook. You're hitting all the levers you can to grow your business. I hesitated to ask. Andrew and Savannah are killing it. I'm so happy for them. They just closed a $400,000 or $500,000 thing. Watched Donovan's live yesterday and scrubbed and rebooting Google My Business. I'm not sure what to use for commercial address. Yeah, I don't know about that. I might be a little leery on that. You can try it and see. The other thing is I would have a Google My Business. I would have a Gmail with your MTH Power Wash at Gmail probably, and try to do it through that. And put the address of your regular address up there and see what happens. And then you can change it afterwards. What up, Luke? How you doing? DJ, we are thriving to be like you. All I want for Christmas is a $750 Flow Pro remote crisp downstream injector. They are pretty cool. DJ has one on his truck. It definitely makes things a lot easier, especially if you're in the higher GPMs. If you have an 8 or 10 GPM, it definitely makes a difference in flow. In the lower ones, in the 4 and 5, you can get away with just shutting the soap line off. But when you start getting into that 4 or that 8 and 10, there's a huge difference of when soap is on and when soap is off. So that's just something to think about. Jason, I have competitors close by. I'd like to reach out to some of them to network, perhaps. Is that a good idea, or should I not buy it? It's not a bad idea. It's always not a bad idea to reach out and talk to them. You never know. There's times that maybe you get a big job and one of them can help you, or it's bigger than what you can get or do, or your equipment breaks or their equipment breaks, and you can help each other out. I think it's not a bad idea. At least find a couple of them. Hitting the ground running in January. I think networking is a good idea. I do too. A Flow Pro. Flow Pros are nice. I am not giving one of those away tonight, but make sure you are signed up for the giveaway, so that way you can get something here. I've gotten a few in here. Got quite a few going started here. The Flow Pro will not be given away tonight because that's like $750. Might be even more than that. That's when DJ bought it, and that was when it was in the beginning. So to be clear, is it a good or a bad idea to put my home address on GMB? I thought we couldn't do that. You can do that if you have no other address to do it with, and then try to get it through that way. And then once you get it through, you will erase the address and just be it as a service business only. Thoughts on cleaning a white membrane roof? We're going to use a roof mix, usually of a 4 to 6% mix. Spray it on and then rinse it off. Have 2 new employees coming on in January. What courses would you recommend to start them at? Well, obviously, pressurewashhelp.com, king of pressure washing, into the employee handbook side of things. And in the employee handbooks, I go over, the 26 steps to the perfect house wash. I also go over roof safety. I go over chemical safety to make sure that you don't do something stupid with chemicals. I go over ladder safety. I go over all of that stuff. Also, I would probably, if they have time, I would do OSHA 10. That's not a bad thing to do, just to get them in kind of in that safety mindset, thinking about safety, doing safety, stuff like that. Another thing, if you do lifts, if you plan on using any lifts, a lot of time your rental places will do lift training, and some of them will do it for free for you. So you can send them for lift training. So when they do need to get a lift, that they will have that certification done in their pocket. Yeah, you have to select the service-based area, but you have to put your address down for them to send the card to you. It's kind of stupid. You was talking about the unloader valve in your last live. I bought my Sonda 690 from Russ. I never mess with the unloader valve. Should I? You don't need to. Thanks for all your help. Merry Christmas. Also, Jason, I touched on this a few months ago, was going to sign up first of the year for Chamber of Commerce. Coverage is 5 counties. There are currently no pressure washers listed. It would be a good idea for you to get in there, because you can also get links to your website from that. You can get work from it. It is definitely a good idea to join your commerce. Some commerce are better than other. Some of them are really good. Some of them are not so good. So it's just a matter of, are you in an area where you have a good one? Thank you for answering your questions. Mr. David, what up? Trailer versus truck rig. If I have employees, there's no way I'm putting them on a trailer rig. It's just they can't back it up. They run over stuff. You will get more damage out of a trailer rig than you will out of a truck rig. A truck rig, I think, is cleaner. I think you don't have to worry about some big, long rig going down the road, somebody hitting you, the trailer blowing a tire, all the things that go along with trailers that can be issues. That's my thought on it. And I have a trailer rig right here that you need to come pick up. All right, a pickup that'll slide right in the back of your pickup. You need to come pick it up. It's my first season, and I used the skid, and I really liked it. I have a 6x12 enclosed and rather not use it. Truck trailers get rear-ended. Ask me how I know. Got a water-fed pole for Christmas. Santa was nice to you. That's a $2,000 pole too. I will be here tomorrow morning. I will be here all of next week. It's a great tax write-off for you for all those Christmas lights you put up. What's the name of the video about insurance for power wash? If you go to, actually, I might be able to, I just seen it here the other day. If you look up pressure washing insurance, I have a video on it. Um, and it goes over all of it. I don't have the video up here right now. I was looking at something else. Um, it's definitely something to look at. Skid and giveaway tonight. Nah, it's not a giveaway. Mr. Reggie, what up, guys? Merry Christmas to all. Just popped on for a second, hanging out with the family, making Christmas cookies, and all that fun stuff. Hope all is well. I'll send them to training in Raleigh when they come down. Okay. We will be doing a training in Raleigh. It will be March. I think the beginner one, the pressure washing and Christmas Lights 101 will be March the 5th or 6th, whatever that weekend is. It's the first weekend. Water-fed pole is called Mama's Money Pole per Boss Lady. A water-fed pole is used to clean windows with deionized water. He bought the Cadillac version of it. All right. So I'll give away a couple books. Or it'll be a $25 gift card. But I did write some books down here that I would, if you're just starting getting in, E-Myth obviously is a great book to learn how to scale a business. If you're wanting to grow and scale your business, you want to get it to the next level. E-Myth is definitely a book I would highly, highly, highly recommend. It is definitely something that you need to do. And so it is a great book teaching you how to do organization charts and making sure you're putting those people in there. It's a great book. Pumpkin Plan's another great book. It's a book teaching you how to cut the suckers out, cut the things that don't make you money. Put your focus on the things that do make you money, and cut the things that don't make you money. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're making money. A lot of times we get on the little busy jobs that, that aren't making no money, but we're not where we need to be and making money on those good jobs because we're worried about the little jobs, and those are the suckers. So those are the suckers we need to pluck off so that we can focus on the big jobs. And when we pluck out the little jobs, that makes the big jobs get bigger. And so it's definitely a great book to read. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. I'll give away a pressure washing gun. I just got some on Amazon. I'll just ship it from there because it's a lot easier for me to just ship it there because I already got all your information. That's why I asked for your address, because I don't have to beg you down, hunt you down, try to find your address, all of that good stuff. And then we'll go from there. Also, right now, I have a deal of a lifetime into the pressure washing help group, my membership. If you join the membership in this time here, it is $850, but you will be lifetime. You don't have to pay no more. That gives you all the marketing Mondays. It gives you, if you have an employee, set the employee down. He can start learning all the stuff he needs to learn for the employee side of things. And then it gives you all the marketing stuff. And every Monday night, I'm doing Marketing Monday and Mastermind, where we're coming together, and all of that is included. I haven't set my goals next year, but I am cutting back a little bit on some of the videos. I'm probably going to try to cut down one video that I release every week that is just a pre-recorded, and I may cut back one live. I haven't decided on it yet. It's kind of a lot, and I've been prolific, relentless, and consistent with being on here every Thursday and Sunday night. And I know I get a lot of people showing up, but it is a lot of work. And I'm kind of wanting to make my membership more valuable of everybody coming into the Zoom call and getting their questions answered there. That way, I feel that I can help you. I can help those people grow more versus trying to help a little bit of everybody grow a little. And I can make them grow a lot more and a lot better. And that's my goal. My goal is to make you all successful at the end of the day. I want to see you all be successful. I want to see, a garbage man going from a garbage pay of $60,000 a year to making $400,000 the next year. I want to see a forklift driver starting out in the very first year going from forklift driver $14 an hour, $16 an hour to he's going to do almost $200,000 in his very first year here. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to help. That's what I want to help grow, help build. Because what I find a lot of times is if you are willing to, and I hate to say this, but it's so true, and it's so true with myself. I mean, I bought courses, never took them. I bought stuff that I was supposed to do and not do it. But usually when I buy something, I'll do a little bit more taking action. And so that's kind of where I want to be at, is helping you all grow your business. I want to help you all get to the next level. I want to help you all be financial freedom. The garbage man, Jeremy Main, he just got back from Cancun, Mexico, and he's going back in a couple weeks. Why? Because he can now. He's got time freedom. He don't have nothing going on right now, and he made $400,000 this year. And so he's going to Cancun. I think he's going to Mexico twice. Well, once this year and once in the beginning of next year. And then I got people like the guy that was driving a forklift. He just bought him a new truck or a new truck to him, a new flatbed, and he's growing his business. And so I was messaging back and forth with him for about an hour or two the other day, because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help people grow their business. I want you in 2022 to kill it at the end of the day. I want you to be able to say, I did well for myself. I was here and now I'm here. And so that's what I want to help you all do. And me giving you these books to help you do that. Me giving you information so that you can grow your business. It's so important. I don't give you these books so that you cannot do it. I do it so that it can help you grow your business. I mean, that's what I want you to do. I want you to be able to grow your business so that you can have time freedom. You can have financial freedom. We doing any pressure washing seminars or Christmas classes up here? Probably. I definitely will have a pressure washing class probably in April here. Hopefully the weather is not being stupid after that. Raleigh training is always great. No, it's not because I live here. All about the king. I'm getting a Hands 18 electric reel or two after the new year. You might need to get it this year if you need to get write-offs. If you have Audible, 25 is like 3 or 4 books. If I've read Pumpkin Plan, and it's a good book to read, 5 stars. Pumpkin Plan, and what was the other one? E-Myth, E-M-Y-T-H. The Compound Effect is a good book. DJ, what's that one about? I just entered $850 worth it. I am a lifetime member. I just read the Pumpkin Plan. Your Next 5 Moves is another good book. That's a good book. Another book that I haven't read yet. I'm reading right now. It's actually been a pretty good book too. I'm reading Gary Vee's new book, 12 and a half, I believe it's called. It's actually talks about. It's actually pretty good. I'm only in like chapter 1 or 2, um, but it's actually a pretty good book of knowing. And then I haven't. My next book will probably be Gap, the Gap or the Gain. I know. I know. I was talking to Jeremy today, and he's reading that book, and he's really liking that book. And he said it's kind of calmed him down some of not being so whatever. Good book, Rob. Money is a pain. $55,000 full-time paramedic to 170,000 part-time because no one pays the cash. So it can be done. Jason Hefner, he does have a full-time power or a paramedic job, so he's working 56 hours a week and still doing $170,000 doing this part-time. Most of the time, he don't do it on the weekends. Here, he's been doing it on the weekends, but it can be done. This isn't something that Jason's just saying that you can't do it. It can be done. Jason's course works if you do your part simply and execute. That's what it's all about. I can drag you to the water, but I can't make you drink. I want to make enough to take off 3 months out of the year. How do I get more time? Hire people. Put people in the right places. And quit trying to do everything. So David Draper, he's actually lives right up the road from me. He started out, he was a male nurse. He was Gaylord Fokker. And and he started an ice cream trailer. He has a trailer that started as an ice cream trailer, and he has grown that from one trailer to he's bought one permanent location. Actually, he's bought 2 permanent locations, and now he's getting ready to do another mobile truck. I drove past his house the other day, and he's got another mobile truck getting ready to go out on the road. Now, all they do is sell ice cream. And he's done over, I think he said he's done over $1 million just selling ice cream. And then he loves Christmas lights. I've got a video, I don't know if I got a video on here, but I got a video on my other channel, Christmas Light channel. The last couple years, 3 or 4 years, he always decked his house out with the singing Christmas lights. And he actually did his house and the neighbor's house, and there was 2 houses that did it. And from that, he started doing Christmas lights. And so this year, I think he was at like 250 in Christmas lights this year in 2021. So he is definitely busy, and now he's wanting to put one of his guys on a pressure washing rig. So that is definitely something to do. I need to do these Monday marketings. Yes, you do. Jason Hefner, you looking to go full-time with your business? I'm a little north of that with paramedic job, but it's destroying me personally. Been wondering what your take is. A 5 stake in 2022. He is located in Northern Kentucky. Had my first 2,000 week. High five. High five. That's awesome, dude. That is amazing. I love that. I hope that ain't too loud in your ears. I turned it down on my side. Hey there, Teak. Hope you're doing well. I live about a stone throw away from Jason. His new house, he'll actually be going past me if he ever gets it built. What's up, Andrew? Jace just bought E-Myth on Amazon right now. Thanks for the recommend. When you said up here, I thought you were north, Long Island. What does exactly mean the 5 around? So if we wash this house here, we're going to go one neighbor over. We're going to give them a door hanger. We're going to go across the street, and we're going to give them a door hanger. We're going to give the next two a door hanger. We're going to cross back over the street on the other side of the house that we washed and give that neighbor a door hanger. And that's called a 5-around. What's the best price to concrete? I quoted $475 for 2,700 square feet, and the client wants it done for $300. I would be at 30 cents a square foot is where I would be at for that. Thank you for the super chat. Your market to the 5 properties around your property you're working. Full-time LEO law enforcement officer hired 2 employees so I can just run the front-end stuff. Plan to get total of 2 trucks by June. Well, if you get your marketing done, it's definitely can be done. That's not your customer. Find a $99 guy and give them their number. Is that dreamy bright? Yes. We got Benjamin in the house. Mr. Benjamin. Benjamin is the LinkedIn king. And you can too. Running out of gas, physical and mental, for healthcare. 2022 needs to be the breakout year. Yep. All right. I don't know. Do you all? I can't really show my screen here because if I do, then I show all my emails and crap. I don't want to do that for you all. So if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/lifetime, that's, like I say, that is definitely, you get that giveaway. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway, I'll let a few seconds go more here, so that way I can refresh these here, see what's coming up here, and we will give some stuff away because I don't have too many people in the giveaway yet. Don't look like too many have signed up for it. Finally finished washing yet. Benjamin, I talk about Benjamin a lot. I like talking about Benjamin. Benjamin, one-man truck is going to do, I know his money isn't there because some of it ain't going to get done, but he's going to do around $650 to $700,000, $750 in pressure washing, and that is a one truck. Ben is still on the truck. Ben's another one that's got to learn how to get people on the truck and not him on the truck, and it's not easy, and I understand that, and a lot of people, this is where they struggle at. Getting off the truck is the hardest thing to do, and a lot of times it's our mental side of things that's causing us not to get off the truck. And a lot of it comes down to systems. We don't have good systems set up. That's the reason why I did the whole 26 steps to the perfect house wash, is to set up a system that you can show any 18, 19, 40-year-old person and say, these are the 26 steps, follow them. Take a picture at every step so that way we're covering our tail and then we can go on and get it done. That's why I did those 26 steps, is to have a system for your customers. That is the biggest thing that I see why people fail, because they don't have a system. My employee screwed this up. Well, did you tell him about it? Did you tell him that what oxidation is and not to put high pressure on it? And if it has oxidation, to take a picture of it so that way you got it documented? Well, no, I didn't do that. I forgot I didn't know I needed to tell him that. Yeah. My employee killed all the fish. Did you tell him that 1 drop of bleach will kill fish? Well, no, I didn't tell him that. Well, in my 26 steps, guess what? That's one of them. Is there a fish pond next to the house? And yes, if there is, I want to take a picture of it, and then you're going to call me and tell me that, and I'm going to let you know what to do to make sure you don't kill no fish. Those are things that setting up systems is so important. The other thing that I love about it, when I see people trying to have employees, is they don't get their after pictures or their before pictures, and now they got something screwed up. And at that point, if you don't have no pictures and proof, your employee screwed it up. Whether he did it or not, he screwed it up. Screwed it. That not a word, but hey, whatever. Um, he screwed up that. Rather, if you don't have it documented, if you have, hey, ma'am, here is the before picture, and it's timed, stamped, and here is the after picture. In a lot of this, you can make this stuff set up where it's real easy. Like, for instance, if you go to company cam, pressurewashhelp.com/cam, if I take a picture on my phone, I could be in my office and it pops up as soon as it comes through. So I can say, well, he's at that job now. And, we can use this for a lot of things. We can use company cam for, hey, every morning when you get to the truck, I want you to take 4 pictures around the truck, and I want you to take a picture of the gas, and I want you to take the picture of how many miles is on the truck. Well, Jason, that's a lot. Well, you can make it where it's set to a folder that all those keep going to that folder. So then if you're like, well, what time did he get there this morning? Well, he got there he took his pictures at, and you know what? If they don't take the picture, well, then we got another issue to do. But all right, this is your warning. If you don't take a picture, you don't get paid today. They'll take that picture next time, I guarantee it. And you got to prove and show how important that picture is. You got to be like, you've got to take these pictures, guys. This is to cover your butt. When you tell them like that of your butt, then that's huge. And if you got 3 or 4 guys running 4 trucks, you got to have some type of system where they can go into that truck. Company cam allows you to do folders, so they can go into that folder, put it into that folder for that truck, and now we have it documented. I mean, it sounds stupid, but I would have a checklist for the truck in the morning. Hey, go pull the dipstick out of the pressure washer and take a picture of that dipstick. Well, why would I want to do that? Well, when that thing runs out of oil and it blows up because they didn't check the oil, because they checked the oil in the morning and it was fine, now you got proof of, yeah, you checked it in there and there was nothing on the stick. Or, yeah, you're right, you checked it this morning and it was full. And now you can't blame. It comes back to another great book of extreme ownership. At the end of the day, it's your fault. It's nobody else's fault but your fault. If you're the leader, it's your fault. And you know what? If I don't make them take it out, take a picture of it, then I can't blame them for them blowing up the motor, because I didn't put a system in place to make sure that they're checking the oil. And you know what? If you got 3 or 4 units, all right, on that truck, I want a picture of every dipstick coming out of there. And in that way, you got proof of it, and they're pulling it out. Now, what happens if they don't have oil in them? Well, there's another system that you need to put in place. Not just stick it back in there and say, well, it's a little low. No, your system is okay, if it's low, message me, send me a text message, something, so I know that it's low. I can go look on my computer and say, yep, that's low. We got to get oil, or don't do nothing until we get oil in there. Make sure we put the right oil in stuff. These are all systems that we have to do. And that went way too long talking about Benjamin. Enjoy your LinkedIn. Had a big year. No, we have a large commercial job on the 29th. Thanks, Robert, and thanks, Jason. Definitely mental for me. 1 year, yes. Benjamin seems to be the man to beat. You'll also have 300 Merc as well. Benjamin, when you catch your breath, I need to link up with you. I get with you. Yep. In order to scale, you have to have systems in place, or the problems just scale with you. And that is so true. What I've learned that if you have a bad system and it's just a little problem down here, when you start adding employees, it's like putting a big magnifying glass on it. That little problem gets bigger the more it goes out. And it's not even funny. Thanks for that. The super chat. We require before and after pictures and a walk around if the homeowner is home. Pics have saved us before. And that's the thing, it's $20 for company cam per month per truck. So it's $240 a year. One thing is going to save you more than $240. You break if they say you killed this bush and you didn't, it's going to cost you way more than $250. You said that last year. What other software do you recommend? We use Job. You can use Jobber since you already use it. Company Cam is a great app. Before and after picture saved my butt. Lady cried wolf about siding. Showed her the pic of bid date that was clear back in winter. Tune change immediately. And that's another thing. You can use these pictures and do a lot with them. You can sit there and say, when you're quoting, when you're bidding, you can go, if you go in person, you can take these pictures and you can include them in your bid. That's a little thing. When you get there, you can take your before pictures and say, hey, Miss Jones, this is the before pictures. This is showing any damage that we may have found. Just letting you know before we get started. We're obviously going to get started, but we documented that this was broken before we ever got started. And then when you get done, you can send them the after pictures. There's a thing that it lines it up and you can say, hey, Miss Jones, we're finished cleaning your house. Here's the before and afters. Here's the after pictures. Thank you. And then send a quote, bill, whatever. Merry Christmas to you, Big George. Company Cam is also free if you're just doing a few jobs a month, so starting out. Yep, you're right, 100%. All right, let's do some giveaway here. Let's see if anybody is in here. See how many people we got. Giveaway. What I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to I'm going to count them all here, and then I'm going to give E-Myth away, Pumpkin Plan. I will do Extreme Ownership since I talked about that. And another book that I like is 10X. And I'll give that one away, 10X. Nope, I'm not giving a 10X away. I'm going to give those 3 books away, and I'll give a pressure washing gun away. Let me redo this, and then I'll count down how many people we got here. First winner without worries for rent not working thanks to Power Wash. That's awesome. When is pressure washing Christmas light class? The pressure washing class alone is it's with Bobby Walker in Florida, Orlando, will be February the 12th or 13th, something like that. And that if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/date, I haven't gotten the dates up for the other one yet, but it's looking like the pressure washing and Christmas lights 101 will be March the 5th, 6th, 7th, or that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the next weekend, also in Raleigh, will be landscape lighting with Ryan Lee. We're going to have Ryan Lee come in, and then it will be Christmas lights advanced. So we're going to teach you the systems to use to be able to grow your business fast, scale it fast, all that kind of stuff. So that one will be the next week after that. So that one, like I say, that's going to be more for the Christmas lights advance. If you've started a Christmas light business, that one is not going to be like, here's how you put a clip on and a bulb on, and here's how you do the extension cords and all of that. This is going to be, that you've done 20, 30,000, 100,000 this year, and you want to scale. How do you do jobs faster? How do you get the estimates out? How do you get the phone answered? How do you do all of that kind of stuff? for Army for 2 months. Ooh, okay. Um, Never thought about that aspect of company camp. Yep. All right. So let me refresh here, and I will count down here how many people we have, and then I will give out. I'm going to do how many ever that is, and we will go from there. All right. Did we get it? 23. Okay, so we're at 25, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we have 28 people. 28 people. Pick a number. Actually, I can show this. I'm not showing no emails or nothing. Pick a number. Oh, what's that all about? Between 1 and 28. All right, I gotta scroll out here. So we have a random generator. Pick a number between 1 and 28. We have number 6 is the first one. So that will be extreme ownership. Start again. Go. We got number 15, which will be E-Myth. We got number 4, which will be Pumpkin Plan. And we got 25, which will be a pressure washing gun. All right, I will shut this out and I will tell you who is who. Who is who? Are you who? Let's see. So number 6 is, let me go back here because that's not right. Number 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mr. George Yost. George Yost is number 6. And then number 4, which is Pumpkin Plan. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Peter Hill. Peter Hill. And then we got, what, 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got Pink Pro Wash, or Pink Power Wash, Robin Fisher. For E-Myth. And the last but not least is 25, which is Truth Seeker. Truth Seeker. I got to put these in there now. Otherwise, I will forget them. Because I do that kind of stuff. So, that is that. Yay, did I win? Nope, you did not win. You win everything. Would landscape lighting be a good extra business? Landscape lighting is kind of the new Christmas light gold rush. It is very profitable. It is just about as profitable as Christmas lights. I don't know how well Christmas lights and pressure washing go together if you don't have an established business that you can hire some people to put onto a landscape lighting crew. It is very profitable, though. It's stupid and profitable. There's some huge money to be made into landscape lighting. I've been wanting to read that one. Well, there you go. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, even the one thumbs down that I got, because, you always got to have that one person. And so, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I know sometimes this can be a hard time of year. I've had some good friends lose their kids this year. Sam died this year, which was a good friend of mine. which he was only 31 years or 31 years old. I know his dad is having a really, really hard time right now. Mr. Tom is having a hard time with that, and I wouldn't want to be in anybody's shoes that are dealing with this stuff. So I know having loved ones that have passed can be hard, but I would never want to see anything happen to any one of your kids or my kids or anything. That is probably the scariest thing that you have to go through in life. And so that's why this is a good time to make sure that we are, um, you know, being there for them. I know sometimes we get so busy that we don't always put our kids where we need to, and that's never good. And so definitely hope you all have a Merry Christmas and be safe. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't drink and drive. There's popos out everywhere, and I don't want to see something stupid happen to you. Again, you can do something stupid to your own life because of that. So, wish you all a big 2020 year and kill it. And that's the other thing. Set your goals. Set your goals before the end of the year. How not just revenue goals. What do you want to do next year? How many 5-star reviews do you want to do? What's your, do you want to quit your full-time job? Do you want to go full-time? Do you want to get off the truck? All of those are goals that we need to sit down and write them down. Because if you don't write them down, that is definitely, man, that stinks. I'm sorry for you, D. My dad passed 3 weeks ago. It's terrible. Yep, I understand the feeling of that one. I do know that one. My dad died about 8 or 9 years ago. So he was only 62 years old, so he wasn't old at all. And I understand that can be very hard. And so definitely be praying for you and thinking about you. 750 is a goal for Savannah and Andrew. I definitely think that might be low. If you get that big job, that's already 500,000 of it, as long as everything goes all right. Definitely that is an awesome goal. That's what I love about this is seeing people that, Savannah and Andrew were literally living out of a camper a year ago, and they're killing it. So it's definitely awesome to see that. But hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I will probably send this out. The Amazon gift cards come through an email, so make sure that you check your email and even check your spam email because it can kind of come funny for the ones that won the gift cards. The one that won the pressure washing gun, obviously, it's going to come to you in person. But the other 3, make sure you check that. Otherwise, you will lose that from 45,000 a year. Yep. So hope everybody has a good night. Again, if you want to get lifetime, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/lifetime and you get lifetime access. See you all later, and I hope you all have a great time and a Merry Christmas.